going to be building the Big Bang Theory today. This is one of the sets that I have found in secondhand Lego I've picked up over time. This one was actually a surprise. I didn't know it existed in this particular bulk. This instruction manual is from another bulk I picked up, but I already know I do not have Raj's vest, which is this piece here in the other set. So I'm going to build this one, and if it is complete against the instructions, I'm actually going to put the instructions with this one and take the photos once I've built it all and list it for sale. So the first step to any quality assurance build is sorting it into colors. So I came into Lego originally as a bit of a coping mechanism during COVID. My friend and I simultaneously built the Mustang together, and she lives far away from me, and we love sharing photos back and forth. And then eventually I got to the point where I was like, I actually really love building Lego, so maybe I might get myself some more. And I thought, why don't I just buy secondhand Lego? It's so much cheaper, and then I can put it back into its original sets, like by other people's collections. And I did that for the first one, and I was disappointed when I found out that I couldn't get the whole set pretty much, because almost every single set of Lego, if it's been out in the wild, generally has missing pieces. So what I then did was bought another set. I bought another stash. I have nicknames for all of my stashes, and over time I've definitely had some favorites and stashes that have had some great finds, like this particular stash, this set, which is the Big Bang Theory, which secondhand at the moment complete sells in Australia for about $180 to $200. If you've got the box, it's a bit more. And honestly, I wasn't even expecting it to be in this particular stash that I picked up, so finding it was an absolute bonus. And I do call these my bonus sets because I do feel very lucky when I find them, because I wasn't expecting them. I generally, when I'm pricing up my Lego to buy secondhand, I will look at if I can establish any sets in the stash. And if I can't find any sets that I'm familiar with, generally I look at paying $15 to $20 a kilo for bulk Lego. But if there's instruction manuals and any other identifying, like half built or partially built sets that I can identify based on my experience now, I will then work out roughly how much those sets are worth based on the Bricklink value, the lowest value on the sales page, which sometimes is like 30 cents. So having said that, I will only usually pay 70%, no more than 70% of the lowest brick. I will normally only pay no more than 70% of the lowest Bricklink value. So a lot of these stashes that I've gotten, I've paid on average over time about $22 a kilo, that's Australian dollars, for these stashes. But most of the time when I'm buying a stash, I'm looking at the sets that are in there and making sure I either already have the sets and need parts for them. So I buy the stash to try and finish a set I've already got and I'm waiting on parts for. Or sometimes I will just buy spare parts. So on eBay, sometimes you'll see like a stash of Friends spares, or what else is there? City spares, and it's just random parts. So I do buy those sometimes as well. So what I do first, normally when I'm getting a stash, is I will normally separate it all into colors and take out any of the stickered parts, or if there are chunks of Lego, like pre-built Lego, I will put those aside if I can identify them. And then I will search online and just put in a description of what I can see. Like for example, I think it was this particular tile for me that was the game changer, and how I realized I had this set. I had come across the minifigures, but you can see, unless you really know the set, if you come across these minifigures, you're not going to necessarily know that they're for the Big Bang Theory set. So ultimately, you kind of, I treat it like a big puzzle, and I really do try and solve the puzzle. So in this particular case, I might have found that part, or I might have found one of the minifigures and gone, oh, that looks like an interesting minifigure, and searched it and found out it was this set. And then as I've sorted the bulk, I've then found more of this particular set. So once I've sorted by colour, taken out all the stickers, minifigures, I sort translucent and metallics all out. I sort pretty much as close as I can get to colour. Sometimes I just do a big blue bag or a big greys bag and then separate once I'm starting to reset my stash. Now I do call them, I guess, my names for everything, because I'm not someone who has grown up with Lego, and I'm definitely not a mock builder. So when I'm looking at a part, I learnt that these ones were tiles, but realistically I was calling them, smooth, I think, at the start. And I wrote down, whenever I was resetting the stash, I would write down the parts that I was missing with a little description and the set number, so I could go back and just look at the outside of the packet instead of having to resort every single time. So this is kind of an emulation, I guess, of what I would do with one of my stashes. This is obviously more specific because I'm going through different parts. Normally I would just put all of the colours together, and even when I'm doing a set like this, when I'm building from a bag and not from a box brand new, I would normally tip out and just sort by colour. But I thought, while I had a quick talk to you guys as I do this, before I go on to speed mode and binge watch The Office in anticipation of the release of the new Office Lego set, excuse me, I'm almost as excited for, I'm probably about twice as excited for the Office set as I was for the Friends set. I don't have all of the television sets, not all of them appeal to me, as is the case with most new sets. However, The Office is very dear to me. I'm now watching it for the third time through start to finish, and I'm just generally excited for this set. I've got it on pre-order. It is coming straight from Lego. I didn't muck around, didn't decide to try and risk it or try my luck with the Lego shop here locally to me. I put it on pre-order, which also meant that I was eligible for the gift with purchase. And in addition to that, I've got my Lego points, which I can go back and spend at a later time. So I am going to now speed this one up, and you can build along with me. This is my first build with me for YouTube, and if you have any comments or feedback, or if you've built this set and you had a favourite part, please comment below. I am so excited to be making friends in the online Lego world. It is so cool. I did try a local club here to me, and it didn't work out because, oops, oh, look at that little lipstick in a grey connector. But yeah, the local club didn't work out so well. I have 4 kids and a husband, 3 dogs, 6 chickens, and now since then 4 guinea pigs. So life is very busy. I work part-time. I do Lego as a hobby. It has been my hobby now for just over a year and a half. That's hardcore hobby, mind you. I was dabbling before that. And I love it. I love the thrill of the chase of trying to get a set together. I love building Lego, and I do build by instruction. I'm an instruction builder. It is the way that I like to do it, and I have dabbled in mocks, definitely, but when it comes down to it, I just like to be told what to do outside of my day-to-day life. If I can be told you need to do this here and there, I will do it. I like that. It gives me peace and relaxation, and honestly, I have so many demands on my life day to day that just being able to sit back and follow the instructions for a Lego set is just my ultimate relaxation. I haven't done as much building as I would probably like to, so I'm hoping that's going to change now as I start up my One Lego Lady socials. So I am the number one, as in the numeral 1, not making any false claims, but I am the numeral number 1 Lego Lady all over social media, any social media platform you can think of. So please go and give me a like, share my videos if you love them, and don't forget, One Lego Lady. everywhere on social media.